Hey, this is Zach from W Freelancing. Today I have for you the solution to the plight of the feast or famine freelancer. So probably you can relate to the life of the feast or famine freelancer. Basically, you get a client, you're super busy with the client, so you work all the time on that client, and then when the project's over, you have no clients and you need to suddenly go find one. This isn't just stressful, but it actually costs you money. And the reason why is that when you are prospecting only when you have no clients on the books, you're likely feeling very fearful and desperate for new clients. And when people feel fearful and desperate, they're a lot more willing to compromise on their hourly rates or work with that client who they kind of have a bad gut feeling about, but they need the money, so they take them on. I've been there. It sucks. The approach I want to, quote, sell you on today is the idea that by prospecting while you have work on your plate, that is, spending time every day trying to get new clients when you already have a client, you're not just avoiding that stress, but you're actually going to be getting paid more because you're not going to be so desperate for work when you're getting new work booked up. If we can get you to the point where you've got like 2 or 3 clients constantly in the queue waiting for you to be available to start on their project, you're going to be in a much stronger negotiating position and have a lot more power. So that's where I want to get you to. And this core principle of this video is going to be how prospecting every day is going to help you get there. And I want to give you specific techniques that you can put into place right now so that it's not just this vague advice that you've heard a million times of spend time working on your business, spend time prospecting, but something actionable that you know you can do. So let's jump into it. So I have a 5-step process that you can implement today to start making a big difference here. I'm confident that if you're willing to treat this as like, I don't know, a 1-month challenge, that you do what I'm about to say and check back in a month, I'm so confident that it'll make a huge difference with your business, regardless of whether you've worked with 0 clients or 50, it'll make a huge difference. So the process is this. Step 1, get clarity on what your strategy is for prospecting. We have another video, which I'll link to, that basically dives into all the different prospecting strategies you can employ. The biggest goal is that you want to build lead channels outside of marketplaces like Upwork. Upwork and whatnot are really convenient because it's a big place of buyers. You get access to people who want to hire somebody. That's obviously very valuable, but the work tends to be more commoditized, lower paying, and you're literally surrounded by competition, and it tends to be a game of who can charge the least. There are exceptions to this, but that's the big catch of Upwork. And so in this other video that I'm going to link to, we have some strategies on prospecting that you can do even when you're just starting out and you need your first clients. So watch that video and pick one. In my example, I will just pretend I am a developer, and I chose the strategy of making partnerships with design agencies. So what I'm going to do is just spend my time trying to find design agencies who don't have developers that they're partnered with and build relationships with them so that when they get development projects coming in, they send them out to me. And they get either kickback or they subcontract me or whatever. So that's my chosen strategy. Step 2, determine what skills are most important for you right now in the sales and marketing department. It's easy as a freelancer to think that the only thing that matters is doing good work, but it's not true. It's really important to learn how to sell effectively and without being scummy. When I was first starting, I didn't like the idea of having to learn how to sell because it felt kind of scummy to sell. But when I say get good at sales, what I mean is get good at showing the client how the service that they're going to hire you for is going to make them more money or make their life better. That's all that sales really is. It's just showing that your product, in this case, your services as a freelancer, are the perfect solution for their problem. If you can become problem and solution oriented, you're going to be the best salesman there ever was, or saleswoman. So we have a free course called Charge What You're Worth that'll help you out for this. I'll put the link in there. Whether you learn it from us or from someone else, maybe you'll need to hone sales or whatever. Determine what's most important for you. Is it sales? Is it Conversion, is it content creation? Do you feel comfortable writing a case study on a past client? Do you feel comfortable writing blog posts? Determine what skills you want to be gradually honing. That's step 2. Step 3, make the commitment to ideally every single day prospecting. And the reason I say every day is that if you have a habit that you do every single day at 9 a.m. or whatever, it's a lot easier to actually reliably build that habit than if you have a habit that you do on Tuesdays at 9 a.m. and Thursdays at 4 p.m. unless Johnny has soccer practice, in which case we do it at 4:30 p.m. Stuff like that. It's a lot harder to get your brain into habit mode. So what's worked best for me and may work best for you is making a commitment to a specific time block every day. I recommend starting with something that's like super, super, super easy. So maybe 10 minutes every day at 9 a.m. Whatever it is, it's best to start small and build it up rather than build it huge to start and then get burnt out and not do it. So make a commitment and choose a time when you can reliably do it every day without getting pulled around by distractions, whether it's clients, family, whatever. Step 4 is to minimize distractions. For me, the way that I do this most reliably is that I simply do not check notifications in the mornings until noon. If I wake up, check Facebook, check email, check the news, I'm not really a news guy, but if I did these things, it would really hijack my attention and my focus. By starting my day free of distractions and ideally with a decision already made yesterday about what I'm going to work on this morning, I can just wake up and use my best focus very intentionally. So find a way for you when you're doing this work on your business to be distraction-free. And frankly, I think that this deep work distraction-free time is really helpful for your client work as well. But it's especially helpful for your prospecting stuff. And if part of your prospecting is outreach, like if you're doing some cold emails to agencies, there are tools you can use that allow you to be in your inbox without having to get distracted by it. Like for example, I use Gmail and there's a plugin called Inbox When Ready that will hide my whole inbox. So I can go in there and I can compose emails, but I don't have to see my huge list of emails. So depending on your strategy, try to find ways to be distraction-free. If part of your strategy is going to be social media outreach, obviously you're going to have to be very intentional to not get pulled around there. Maybe in that case, you would set little timers for like 5 minutes, where every time this timer goes off, you just do an internal audit and say, am I spending my time where I need to be? And then step 5 on how you can implement immediately and start taking ownership of your time and prospecting and getting a lead flow coming in is track all of your time. We have a different video on this where I show you my time tracking strategy, but if you can track your time and get clarity on how much time you're spending on prospecting, how much you're spending on this client's work, how much time you're spending checking email, how much time you're spending on social media, you'll get a lot of clarity into your life that you wouldn't have if you only were tracking the time that you spend on billable client work. By getting the full picture, you can spot inefficiencies where you're just wasting time and you can find yourself reclaiming like an hour a day. And if you do get wins like that, you'll be able to use that hour a day for prospecting or whatever it is that your biggest goal is. And I'm confident that if you do this stuff regularly, it is going to make the difference because it has for me and it has for many others. So those are the steps. I will do a quick recap. 1, get clarity on your strategy. 2, determine what skills are most important for you to build right now and start honing those, whether it is marketing, conversions, selling, whatever. 3, make the commitment. It's a small one, but make the commitment to spending the time every day. Take it out of that I should be doing this mode and commit to doing it. 4, commit to implementing distraction-free time. If you have the time objection, if you say to yourself, oh, I'd love to do this stuff, but I don't have enough time, you totally do. And being distraction-free is the best way to get access to that time. 5, track all your time. This is also important if you have the time objection because it's going to give you a very objective look at whether or not it's true that you don't actually have the time. If you find that you have to spend all your time working on client work, maybe there's a way that you can work 20 minutes less on client work that day. And if you really can't do that, maybe there's a way that you can reclaim 20 minutes from the rest of your life to find that prospecting time. So those are the steps. Give it a go and let me know if it makes a huge difference in your business. And as I mentioned before, we have the free Charge What You're Worth course, which will help you learn how to position your services as an obvious, no-brainer solution for the core foundational needs of your clients, which is one of the best ways to start raising your rates. So if you do think that you need to get better at selling and you are currently pitching yourself like, I'm a web designer and I'm going to design you a really great website versus I'm going to solve this painful problem for you, this course will be really helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you around.